Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about the Ultimatum South Africa, episode 7.
Hey, I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. I really want to see, I know I see some people from South Africa in the comments. I really want to know what y'all think. Give me some intel on y'all culture and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Make sure that I'm representing it right in the sense of what I'm saying. And give me some intel, like, of how, like, things work when it comes to the marriage and stuff like that. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
So Nkateko is voicing that, look, me and Isaac have agreed on certain things about you, talking to Kanye, and he's just like, just keep it cute, keep it respectful, like, don't get out of pocket. Kanye says that she's not going to sit here and listen to how the guys have bonded about how they can't handle her. She says they are not man enough.
I got a question. I do question his manhood, to be honest. Because you're with her.
Yeah.
And it makes me go, like, what do you think about yourself? What do you think you deserve? Because many times than not, what we see externally is sometimes an internal battle within ourselves, right? She's not nice. Let's just put that on the table flat. She's a bully. She's nasty. She's mean-spirited. All those things, right? So it makes me think, like, do you think you deserve this in some way? Like, because there's no way I can picture myself being a nice guy and me wanting to do things for somebody and they are just nasty to me.
Yeah, no matter how good I think they look. Like, no, that doesn't matter.
So it makes me think about him. What is my man name?
Nkateko.
Yes. That, what do you think about yourself? How, like, do you hold yourself in high regard? Or do you think, like, you know, like, hey, this is what I deserve because maybe I'm not a good guy. Maybe I'm not all these things. And it just, like, for someone to talk to you in this way, even Isaac said it in the last episode, like the way that she talked to a human being, it's not even a guy, just a human being. He said he don't understand it. Like no one should even, like, go through that. So I'm like, what do you think about yourself? Yeah, that's all. I'm off my little soapbox with that.
Okay. So the hosts wrap up the conversation and they are back to their original partners for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So Tabi and Lindele, they hug each other goodbye. Genesis was uncomfortable seeing that.
Okay.
Kanye feels that they were trying to get under her skin as far as, like, Nkateko and SZA, because everybody was giving their hugs and saying bye to their partners. So the second trial, marriage begins.
We're back to the original.
Kanye is giving Nkateko the silent treatment. So he says he's used to it. She asked him to sleep on the couch, the floor, wherever, you know, just basically don't sleep on a bed with the same body that you was hugging up with that other girl. So so he got into the bed, or he was in the bed, and she was telling him to get up, to move. She was yelling and hollering at him. She ended up pouring wine on him and took his pillows.
What are your thoughts on that?
And they get into this big argument. My thoughts is just that Kanye is abusive as well. Like, if the guy would have been doing that, I think we would have seen production step in.
That's what I was going to remind you of what you said, because I thought you forgot. Because when we was watching it live, you did say, where is production? Yeah. You did say that. So, yes, you're right.
Yeah, but because it's a man, he can get, like, splashed with water, pillows taken from him, hit, or whatever the case may be. Like, I was just like, oh, Kanye is, like, worse than awful. Like, she's, like, the bottom of the barrel. So that was hard to see. I didn't think it was right.
And what type of man you think you are to put yourself in that position? See, here's my thing, right? I have never put my hands on a woman. I have never disrespected a woman in that matter to where it got physical, right? But I do not think I am above that, meaning that I won't put myself in situations and to trust myself every time that I won't do it. Every situation I've been in up to the age I'm at, I have scored A+, 100 out of 100. Never put my hands on a woman, never physically harm a woman in any way. I think he should not trust his own self in keeping himself in these type of situations.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because one thing that I don't go through every day is someone pouring wine on me. So I don't know how I would react to that. Water is one thing. Wine is another thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? One thing that I don't go through every day is someone telling me sleep on the floor, taking my pillows. So you're introducing new optics to something and you're trusting that I'm a guy, I can handle it. But I'm like, no, you should never trust yourself when it comes to you being abused mentally, physically, and all that stuff, because we're human beings and we're going to react.
Exactly.
Even the nicest dog, not to compare humans to dogs, but even the nicest dog, if you keep hitting it upside the head, it's going to bite you.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, why are you like subjecting yourself to this? This is not even honorable.
Right.
Like, I look at both of y'all weird now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, on to SZA and Lindele.
Yeah.
So she's telling SZA, I heard that you are in love with Tabi, but she wants to hear it from him directly.
Don't say it, brother.
He says, the thing with them is that they were intimate in their own space. And I think by intimacy, he meant like kissing, holding hands, not really like sex like Ruth and Nola.
Okay.
Lindele says, SZA was being inconsiderate because they were out flaunting their affections. She apologizes for not considering his feelings. He wants her to be happy, and if it's with Nkateko, that's fine with him.
Okay.
Well, she tells him she loves him, and they hug it out.
That's
so
nice.
it looks like they're working to find their way back to each other.
That's nice.
With Tabi and Genesis, when they get back to their villa, Genesis has gifts. He has flowers, chocolates, everything set up for Tabi. I'm just like, okay, so he's coming in with a bang. He is really going to try and show the effort that she has been needing. And she even said to him, like, at this point, I'm not going to be asking you to do anything. Like, pretty much, you already know what you need to be doing. And she goes over to the bed to get the other gift. It was a big teddy bear, and it was actually from
Genesis.
Lindele.
Oh, what?
So Genesis's feelings are hurt. He said he feels like crying, but he tells her that he missed her.
He probably was like, I saw the bear, and I should have got the bear. We gonna circle back to this.
Yeah.
We gonna circle back to this because I want to have a discussion about the gifts and the exchanging of the gifts, but we have to wait for that scene to happen.
Right. So Tabi shares that she did get Lindele a gift. She just hasn't had the opportunity to give it to him yet. But Genesis is just like, he wants Tabi to choose him because she loves him. He sees that Tabi and Lindele have created a bond, but he's not going to go out without a fight. He's going to fight for his lady.
Okay. Nice.
Courtney and Aiden. So Courtney set up chocolates and gifts for Aiden. He didn't get her anything. She's going into this with high expectations for him.
Yeah.
If they aren't met, she said she's going to walk away. She doesn't feel like he fights for their relationship enough.
Go ahead, because I have a question about Aiden.
So he is indecisive.
Yeah.
He doesn't fight for anything because he doesn't really know what he wants half the time, is what she believes. Aiden says, it's hard for him because he doesn't like confrontation.
What are your thoughts on Aiden? Blair, that is.
I think that he cares for Courtney. It seems like he really does care for her. It doesn't seem like he has eyes for anybody else.
That's nice.
But I think it might be a confidence issue. And I don't know if it's a good confidence in his decision making or confidence in himself or confidence that he can be a husband. But I think it's internal stuff. I don't think it's external, still playing games, still all this type of stuff. I think Aiden just needs to be sure of himself and what he wants to do in life.
Let's play a quick game of yes and no. So only thing I need is a yes and no when I ask these questions, right?
Okay.
Is Aiden a nice guy?
Yes.
Is Aiden considerate?
Yes.
Even compassionate?
Yes.
Will you even say he is empathetic to other people's feelings?
Yes.
Is it possible that he can still be wrong for Courtney?
Yes.
I think Aiden's too timid. That's my thing. I think he's a nice guy. All those yeses that you said, I apply them to my answers as well. I think he's a nice guy. I think he's compassionate. I think he is someone that you probably even enjoy sometimes. And he still could be the wrong guy for you. Because, or at least the wrong person to invest a future in. Okay. Right? And this has nothing to do with him being jobless or even how he is described as indecisive. I think he's too timid at times. And that can be a flaw in itself, right? And what happens in these type of relationships, these are the type of relationships that's actually, I don't want to use the word dangerous because dangerous give off like, run, flee, right? But just for the sake of me not thinking of another word, let's use the word dangerous, right? These are the relationships that can actually like put you to sleep, Meaning that you find yourself in a 10-year, 12-year relationship with this person, and you're like, this person is not bad enough or didn't do anything for us to break up, but we haven't been anywhere in 10 years.
Yeah.
We haven't been anywhere in 12 years. I think that's who Aiden is. I think he's that guy that you're with, and he's nice to you. He's considerate. He's compassionate. He's not mean and all those things. He say, I love you and things like that. But then you go back and you be like, I've been with this guy for 11 years, and we are still like in the same place we was 11 years ago. And I think like that shit can lure you to sleep in some way.
Well, do you think the timidity is kind of like a point to where, or a jump off point to where he doesn't take charge, or he doesn't lead in the relationship? Is that what you mean by him being too timid? Is that he's not really like he doesn't have a vision for them in that way? Maybe
it's the latter of what you just said.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes no decision is worse than the wrong decision.
Okay.
Right? And the fact that he's indecisive, like you're literally just standing in place. I'd rather you be decisive in something, make the wrong decision, and we fix it, than for me to wait for you to make a decision.
Okay.
And I think like you will find yourself in a position to where you're with this person and you're just literally just waiting. Now while you're waiting, you're just enjoying, and then something just clicks down the line like, I just want more. Uh-huh. Like it's nothing that you did is wrong, but I just want more. And I don't know if Aiden, based on how Courtney's describing or what she wants in a relationship, about how it should be complacency at certain points. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Aiden is right for her.
Gotcha.
Not because he's a bad guy, but his indecisiveness is worse than the wrong decision. I'd rather you make a decision and then fix it than not make a decision.
Gotcha.
And now I wasted years because you're a nice guy and you like you treat me nice, but I want more, you know?
Right. So Ruth and Isaac.
Yeah.
Ruth apologizes for the way he found out about everything and how she handled herself after he found out. He's like, you're sorry because I found out, but not for what you did.
Facts.
Ruth says, look, you've been cuddling, kissing with Kanye. You saw her naked. And she said she wanted to sleep with him, so she's not going to apologize for that. She was pissed that Kanye met his family and Ruth hasn't.
That's fair.
And Isaac says that he's not going to sleep here. He decides to leave.
What are your thoughts on that scene?
I think that Ruth, if she was going to come in humbly and apologize, she should have apologized for everything. And I understand that she wanted to sleep with Nola and she made that decision. But if you're coming back to the relationship with your partner, I think you should apologize for sleeping with somebody else. I do. It's
just wild not to, right?
Yeah, yeah. And even if it's something you wanted at the moment, you can see that, this is something that has damaged our relationship, and I'm sorry that my actions caused this. So I think that you should apologize for the action, even if in the moment you didn't think it was wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the experiment allows this person to be your ex, so you can have it in your mind, we weren't together.
Yeah,
it makes things very confusing.
Yeah, you can try to justify it that way, because I just want to know, Ruth, what is your motive, right? One, at first I'm thinking you're apologizing, but then you're kind of not apologizing. Then you're trying to justify it by saying, I saw so naked. Trust me, if you knew how we was living, it wasn't roses and flowers and nice and things like that. It was hell over there, right? Yes, I seen her naked and things like that. And I'm not mad that you saw Nola naked. Don't make it that. Yeah. I'm not mad that you kissed Nola. You may have kissed this girl. I'm not mad that you kissed Nola. I'm mad that I found out this way. Number one, I wasn't even given the decency for you to tell me, but you felt like you had to tell Label. You get what I'm saying? That I'm stuck on that. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm stuck.
We're not gonna move you off that block.
Y'all not moving me off that soapbox. I'm like, because I'm like, what is your allegiance to Label and not your man?
Right.
Unless you just wanted to ruin it for Nola. Yeah. Right. And then
you made your point.
I'm sorry. Right. It just is what it is. But no, I think, and the fact that she said, like, I just don't apologize for, I only apologize for mistakes. I'm like, that is not the way that is not the way that y'all will progress in this relationship.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the fact that you don't view it as a mistake, that can be a bigger problem as well. Because it is a mistake, even if you view it or not.
So Tabi ends up going to Lindele's villa, and she drops off the gift that she didn't get a chance to give to him. Yeah. And they both say they miss each other. They do a lot of hugging, and then she goes back to her villa. In
her bag, she got him a shirt, and she got him a card. But on the card, she kissed the card.
Yes.
So where her lip imprint was on the card.
Yes.
Okay, I got a lot to say, but I'm going to wait, though. I'm going to wait.
So the next day, Isaac comes back to the villa.
Yeah.
Ruth thanks him for handling this so kindly, and she acknowledges that other men wouldn't still be here.
Yes.
Isaac says that he's not going to crucify her for what she did. He does forgive her, but there is an issue of trust there.
And one thing he kept saying was, I just view her differently. I just view her differently, which makes me question, how did you view her the first time? Because she wasn't viewed at least highly enough to where you introduce her to the family. Yeah. So what's differently now? Like what's lower than low?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how far was the fall from grace?
Yeah. I'm like,
because I feel like she probably only went down like a couple inches. Like she jumped from like the first floor out the window to the grass. Yeah, like I don't think she was that.
And
far
landed
off.
on her feet.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean. So it just I just want to know. He said I view her differently. What is the differently?
Yeah.
You know.
So. He says he's going to sleep on the couch, but she ends up convincing him to get into the bed.
I'm sorry. There's nothing you could have said. I would have slept on the floor. You get what I'm saying? He slept. Even me and Blair was like, that's wild. Yeah. Like him sleeping in the bed that they had sex in, not once, not twice, not thrice. That's wild. Yeah. Hey, man, it is what it is.
Well, SZA ends up finding the gift from Tabi. And Tabi was just, Lindele was just like, I wasn't trying to hide anything. I wasn't trying to have her find it, but I'm not trying to hide anything from her.
That's fair.
So SZA is just like, look, like, Tabi had her time with him, and she also felt like the wording on the bag was a dig at her. It says what goes around comes around, basically saying that he's going to come back to her. Well, she tells him that she loves him, and this is hurting her. Tabi sent a message that, what I just said, he's going to come back. I didn't take it like that.
I didn't, but listen here.
I took it as like, what goes around comes around, because like you got me a gift, I'll give you a gift. You were kind to me, I'll be kind back to you. That's kind of what I took it as.
Yeah, maybe in their culture it means something else. In our culture, that means karma.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like what goes around comes around. I never use what goes around come around as a
positive statement.
as a good thing. You know what I mean? So when SZA put that spin on it, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go with SZA definition because I like that. But yeah, let's continue on because I can't wait to get to the gift part.
So Inco and Kanye, he is trying to break the ice with her, and she thinks she's owed an apology.
For what?
He apologizes for hurting her feelings.
For what?
Kanye feels that Inco and SZA were trying to provoke her, and she thinks they talked about her 24/7.
Get off yourself.
Inco was like, we really did not talk about you.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Kanye also tells us that she's not materialistic. She's not a gold digger. If she was, why would she be with him? And she does not like how she still loves him.
No. Here's the thing, Blair. Right? You could tell me you're not a gold digger, right? But how you tell me, please just be respectful. Yeah. Don't say, if I was a gold digger, Chris, I wouldn't be with you. Wait a minute now. Don't come for my tax bracket where I'm at, right? Okay. I don't know. This is what I mean. She is confusing, right? I think she needs love, right? But I don't think he's the guy to give it to her. She is hard to love. This is someone who I define as someone who's hard to love. I would say everyone is, at least 99.9% of people is deserving of love. But you ain't got to keep throwing it in my face that, like, if I really wanted to be with a gold digger, I wouldn't be with you. That's why I wouldn't put gold digger on her. I don't think she's a gold digger. I really think she is the very definition of mean. Yeah. And things like that. You know how some people say, like, you're being mean and things like that, and that can be subjective. I think she is the definition of mean.
Right. Well, Lindell promised that he would get rid of the gift.
He did.
But he keeps pushing it off.
I'm doing it the next day.
SZA decides that she's going to take the gift back. And SZA thinks that they should have exchanged gifts during their trial marriage, and it's encroaching on their time that they're trying to rebuild and reconnect.
Now we can finally talk about it. What is your whole thought, Blair? Going all the way back to Tabby finding the bear on the bed, to the point where she's writing the card. She kissed the card. She dropped it off personally to like their villa, to the point where SZA picks up the bag. Oh, you got a shirt too. Okay. Takes it all the way back and say, don't do that. Yeah. What is your thoughts on the whole interaction of both parties?
Well, I think they should have exchanged gifts during their time together, probably the last day, if they wanted to get each other something the last day. To me, it just looked like poor planning. Like they forgot or didn't buy the gifts yet, or whatever the case may be. I think Tabby wanted to give her gift during the changeover. Why? That doesn't make sense to me either. So I just think that they were not thinking when it came to the gifts. And I think it's a bad look because it is encroaching on the time you're spending with the other person. And you guys are supposed to be trying to reconnect or find out if you can reconnect. And Genesis is over here like, dang, I got to fight for my girl because this guy got her this huge teddy bear. And I got her a little gift and some chocolates.
She held that teddy bear tight too.
Yeah. And then SZA's over here like going through her emotions and finding gifts and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, it's a lot. I just feel like they didn't do a good job of planning this gift exchange. So what about you?
I'm trying to think with Liddell, was he wrong for planting that bear there? I would say yes, because it's the whole idea of walking in and the surprise factor. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Liddell, you know what I mean? And now there's actual a thing to where when she looks at something, she thinks of me, right? She kissing the card, I think that was a bit much. I think he could have just got the shirt and the card without you putting your lips on it, right? Yeah. I think he kissed the lips that was on the card when he got the card and things like that. So I'm like, oh, y'all are not, now y'all fully not invested in y'all real relationship. Y'all still invested in the trial relationship that y'all had just before the changeover. So I do agree. How do I feel like SZA taking it back personally? Hey, bro, if you don't want your girl to take charge, do what you said you was going to do. Yeah. Because more times than not, I'm not saying her way was right, but you left that door open by putting a time limit on what you said you was going to do, and you didn't do it. Yeah. So now she's about to handle it in the way that she see fit. And that can sometimes be illogical. That can sometimes be emotional. That can sometimes be the right thing. Who knows? But if you don't want her to have any control over it, then you should just do what you said you was going to do.
Do you think that they should have just threw it away?
Man, green is my favorite color, man. Throw it away? Truth be told, yes. But only this, though. I'm not saying yes for in the moment. I'm only saying yes because if I'm intending to be with you, like what do I look like taking a gift? Like the trial marriage is supposed to, in reality, makes me miss you, not take you for granted and things like that, make me actually see if this is what I really want, right? If he really wants SZA and things like that, I don't think he should keep the gift because it makes no sense if that's what his future, if that's who he wants to spend his future with. In the moment, I feel like just for being on the show and just, you know, just for the camera's sake, he should keep it. But once they leave like their villa and stuff like that, leave the gift. Like I have no reason to think about Tabby or I have no reason to think about Lindell if I want to be with Genesis or if I want to be with SZA. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he probably should have thrown it away as soon as he got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about, hold on. Do you throw it away before letting your partner know you got a gift? Because SZA wasn't there.
No, I think he should have thrown it away and then told SZA what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. And let her know, like, Tabby came, she brought over the shirt. It would be disrespectful to hang the shirt up, wear the shirt around the house. Like, it's going to make you uncomfortable. So I'm not going to even put us in that position. But I wanted to let you know what happened. Yeah. Because for him to make the decision to keep it, hang it up, and for her to be like, so are you going to take it back? Like, are you going to get rid of it? And then she's the one who's over here trying to rectify the situation. That's not fair to her, I don't think. So I think that he should have been the one to lead in that situation, to say, I'm not going to put us in an uncomfortable position, and I'm going to make sure we're good and we can reconnect on a fresh note.
Yeah, if you go do that, then you got to throw the gift. You got to throw the gift away in front of her, then, so it can be more dramatic.
Oh, okay.
Don't throw it away and then tell her you threw it away. Like like throw it away in front of her so she can feel good about it.
Right. So Inco, he doesn't want to continue arguing with Kanye because they're like going back and forth.
Of course.
So she said she's tired of fighting too, but what's wrong is wrong. They both end up laughing. They realize how much they missed each other, and they get to kissing and cuddling.
Weird, but okay.
Yeah. So Tabi and Genesis, they hang with Courtney and Aiden. They're having a good time playing beer pong and stuff like that. Inco and Kanye, they do a cooking date.
Okay.
Ruth and Isaac still aren't connecting.
Of course not.
He's trying to get over everything. He asks her, when someone disappoints you, how do you handle it? And she tells him, well, I think you cheated on me. You're kissing and cuddling and seeing another woman naked. That is cheating. She asks him, if you're not comfortable, why are you even here? And he shows her why he's there with the engagement ring.
Now, here's my thing. Ruth, as you can't go with the whole, well, you cheated on me. Oh, I think you cheated on me, so I did it. No, just be sorry.
Yeah, I think Ruth just needed to apologize, not bring up anything he might have did.
Exactly.
Just take your L.
And that's what I'm saying. It's an L. It's a big L.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I think it's a big, well, we already know the ending, but I'm just saying it's a bigger L once you see what he went through.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, he did not enjoy being with this girl. You know what I mean? The only fun they had is probably the first night lap dance.
Yeah.
Who knows? And then after that, he couldn't get a clean plate. He couldn't get no food. He couldn't even get away from her. He went to Lindele Village, and Tabi bring what he ran away from to like their house. So I think when you try to justify it as, you know, you did this, and I'm thinking you cheated on me. No, that's not what you did not think of me. That is the root of why you did what you did. That is, you did not think of me or consider me worthy to think of in that moment.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Anything else?
That's it.
Listen here, man. We are running through these episodes. I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Y'all be good.
Bye.